And the breed together, they're very German Shepherd protective, family orientated, good security dogs, very intelligent. Even the Husky, he's intelligent, he's fun, very active, very, very active puppies. What are they talking about? The puppies are 8 weeks old, close to 9 weeks actually, and raising them has definitely been a labor of love. The puppies are raised with a lot of love and affection and time. And one great thing about it is they're being raised with both parents. And at first I thought Ragnarok was being too rough with them, and I was worried, and I was actually keeping him away from them. But then I was thinking that, you know, they're dogs. And he's a Husky. Like a wolf dog. And I'm like, I finally stopped being so protective and just watched. And when I realized he was acting like a dog, not a human. And he was rough with them, but now I benefit from it. So when they're not listening to me, I know, like, if I don't want them to come, like, in the front seat of the car and he's up there, he won't let them come. And he doesn't, his words carry weight. He means what he says. And then when he plays with them, at first, of course, I was worried. But then after I just step back and just watched and let nature take its course, he would have like the puppy's face in his whole mouth, but he wasn't biting. Like, Ragnarok's not an aggressive dog where he attacks. He's strong as he's brave. Like, he's never backed down from any fight, and he's a very good security dog, which is ironic because when you read about Huskies, it says they're very friendly and silly, and they're not good security dogs. He is on top of it. Definitely, like, when I'm in the car, if I'm sleeping or anything, he lays right outside the car. And Octavia, she's the barker. Normally he doesn't care to bark. He's Husky. But he knows he can bark. And they watch over their puppies. They watch over me. What I thought was aggression, when I walked Ragnarok, like in public, and he would be like aggressive with dogs, I realized that he was just protecting me, thinking he had to protect me. And so it's kind of endearing. And at least I know he's not aggressively trying to just beat up dogs. Because he's still a puppy himself. At least to me he is. He's my baby. And Octavia, she has been in our family for a while. She belonged to my son, Christian. He wanted a good security dog for his 3 boys. Christian was 23. And he got Octavia. She has papers, and he loved her. He always wanted to breed her and have the puppies. And he's not here to help Octavia raise the puppies. He passed away. He was 23. The day after Easter in 2021, it was April 5th. And then a month and a half later, June 6th, or maybe, like 2 months, why am I saying that? June 6th, a car accident took the lives of the mother of his 3 sons. She was also 23. They were engaged to get married. And it also took the life of my youngest grandson, Ragnar. That's who my Ragnarok's named after. I have complex grief, and like I've never been to the gravesite, or I've never seen their tombstones. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to think about or talk about or remember the boys and my daughter-in-law, and my son. How I, in that order, how my son's like the last one. It's because I'm reminded daily about him. Whenever I find a dime, to me it's him reaching out and like sending me like a message that he's still here. And I save all those dimes, and I get him at the most random places. And Christian's such a good boy. If there was a way to contact me, he would find it. He definitely would find it. Christian's 2 older boys, they were in the car accident that killed their mother and their baby brother. They were 4 and 2 years old. All my kids, I have 5 kids, and all my grandkids, 7 grandkids, they all lived with me in my home. The home I had, it was my childhood home. So I've lived in this house since 1977. And I raised my children in my home and my grandchildren. And I took over in 2005. It was the year my now ex-husband was sent to prison, and my mother, she moved back to the reservation. They had built her a home. So it's just me and my kids. Oh, and my brother Vernon. Vern was a sweet, beautiful, loving uncle. He passed away in his sleep in my home in 2012, September 17th. It's just 5 days after my birthday. And the last picture I have of him was just my birthday. I was just having a cake outside. And the last thing he told me was, what do I want for my birthday? He goes, you better not say nothing. I want it just for you. I kind of ruined what he said, but... In his wallet, the last thing he purchased was my birthday ice cream. He got me my favorite ice cream from Rite Aid in one of the big buckets that they, when you get ice cream there, and they have those big tubs. They sell those. A big tub of ice cream. So yeah, my house, I paid my house off too, but I did never put it in my name because of my ex-husband. It was an abusive marriage. I was married for 22 years, and my mom's put my house in a trust to protect the house. Like, not for any, not to scam out of anything, nothing like that, just to save it from my ex-husband, which, yeah, up until, yeah, he's just an ugly, dangerous man. He has like a criminal background, and he's very abusive, coercive control, and I'm free. I made it out. But it wasn't easy. It still isn't. He's made my life like a living hell. I digress. After my son died, I had repressed memories come up of abuse by my father. And this was like the day after my son passed away. He passed away. He was home alone with his 3 boys. Jasmine just got a job working at Domino's Pizza. Christian had called me that morning and saying he wasn't feeling well. He worked graveyard shift at AM PM, and he has asthma. He had asthma his whole life, and when COVID happened, he worked straight through COVID, and it's a respiratory disease. Oh my God, that was unsettling. The fact that he stayed working. And Jasmine had baby Ragnar in December 22nd, 2021. No, 2020. And the hospital, it took a week for them to tell her that she and the baby both had COVID. So of course, not of course, but Christian caught it, and I caught it, and I had it the worst. And that was right when COVID was, all in the news. I still feel traumatized by COVID. It was, the kids, they didn't have it. Like Christian, he was asymptomatic. He didn't have any, he said he didn't feel anything. Jasmine had the sickness, the baby. Every day, pretty much, it wasn't bad. With me, I have an autoimmune disease, and it was bad. I was in the hospital though. I was on the respirator, thank God. But it was just the news. Oh my gosh, everything was so grim with COVID. And then getting all the symptoms and not smelling, and I just had one really excruciatingly painful day where it felt like razor blades were running through my blood, my veins. It was incredibly painful. And COVID had me sick for a good month. It was the worst. And now I have COVID toes. it's, I don't know, it changed my toes. It's just a long, it's, what do you call it? Just a long symptom, or I don't know how to describe it, but of COVID. Long, what is that called when it's prolonged? Probably prolonged.